Hello and welcome to this overview of the TESS Elation vehicle scheduling system. The aim is to quickly show you the key features of the system, how easy it is to use, and how quickly it can perform these complex tasks for you. Elation consists of three parts. At its core is the main scheduling process that is located as a web app. On either side of this, we have Excel files that help us construct the datasets we need for our analysis and report the outputs for the system. So our first file contains a few tables of input data that are easy for you to understand and use. This file will check the accuracy of the data and then convert it into three CSV files that are required by the web app. The web app will then perform its scheduling activities and produce a basic timeline view. If happy, the user downloads the results set that sits behind this view. Finally, we import this set of results to our reader file, which allows us to interrogate the results further, make changes if we want to, and produce our waybills. Because this is in Excel, we can easily produce further reports as required. So TESS Scheduling are looking to you, the end user, to tell us what you want. So as you can see, we start with two Excel files. Let's start with the creator. We can see it is already populated with data for this video. We have locations, routes, and journeys. Locations are fixed points where all journeys will begin or end. Routes are the preset paths between any two locations. Journeys are what you have calculated as your transport requirement, following these routes at certain times. We have two other tables of data, which are the times and distances required to reposition a vehicle if needed. In the times matrix, you'll see we may want to make a reposition impossible. We do this by giving it a very long duration of, say, 23 hours. Since we have data, we will quickly check it for errors. And we need to make sure there are no commas in our text either. We can't have commas in a CSV file. We hit this button to create the three CSVs we will use next. And there they are in the same folder. When we log into the web app, we come straight to our home page. Very simple. Click on our logo at any time to come straight back here. So I'm going to create a new project and call it Training Project 1. You'll see we have inputs, scenarios and outputs. Mostly blank for now. Let's upload some inputs, which are our three CSVs we created earlier. Locations. Upload. Routes, upload, and journeys, upload. We have a scenario already, but I'm going to create a new one with default settings. We can change any of these if we want to using the Edit Action button, but I'm just going to run this scenario. This has generated a vehicle schedule for us. Full screen it and zoom to see the whole thing. And if we're happy, then we can download the results dataset. So now we're ready to open our reader file. We're forced to enable macros, and note the warnings here. We'll quickly look through and see this is mostly a blank file. You'll see two sections, original and live. We'll only be using the original data in this video. We're going to import the results CSV we downloaded from the web app. It will take a bit of time. You can monitor progress down in the bottom left, and the screen will flicker a few times. If we look at the file now, we'll see the data has been downloaded. A new timeline has been written where we can see results to the minute. Incidentally, you can change the colour scheme on the control sheet. We also see a summary by every vehicle and driver duty. At this stage, the live data is an exact duplicate of the original data, but we can change it if we want to. We can compare the two dataset totals to see if we've, say, reduced reposition or downtimes. Assuming we're happy, we can now simply create any waybill we want. We can even produce all waybills together. This takes a bit of time, so you can again monitor progress in Excel's status bar in the bottom left. This created an entirely new file of just waybills. So that's your schedules written to your buses, and you can now play with different scenarios in the web app to see if you can optimize things further. New scenarios in seconds instead of days or even weeks.